Ninjutsu. And we're live here at the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head. And I'm joined by writer, director, stars, a walking billboard for Ninja Badass, Ryan Harrison, and Haskell himself, the man who taught Ryan everything he knows about ninjutsu, about being a Ninja Badass, Stephen C. Rose. He's rocking a sweet shirt.
Thank you. I like it quite a lot.
So it's very cool because Ninja Badass will be available June 14th, which you can see right there on the billboard. I assume Ryan's just going to walk around town with that all the time. I think she says June 10th, I believe. Right? What is it, 18th, 14th?
Well, okay, so June 10th, it's going to be at a theater here in
sweet.
Santa Monica at the Lemley. And then, the 14th, it'll be on Blu-ray.
All right, cool.
And I think it'll be on Amazon, maybe, streaming.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I've been a big fan of Ninja Badass ever since I saw it. I met Ryan and his mom in South Texas. And I was happy that I liked the movie because sometimes I go to a festival and like, oh, these people are really cool. I hope this movie doesn't suck. And it didn't. So I'm very happy that it's eventually getting out there. And it's good to meet you, Steven. I've never talked to you before.
Hey, nice to meet you as well. And it's always good to hear I'm in a movie that doesn't suck.
Yes. Yeah. So first of all, I mean, normally I ask people what the movie's about, but I would just suggest this. Go and watch a trailer of Ninja Badass. And if it appeals to you, it's going to be a movie for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I don't think, like, I'm not trying to trick anybody. Like, you just look at the trailer, and if you like explosions and blood and ninjas, then you like the movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is the flyer. I was talking to Daryl, the guy that shot it. I'm like, I'm not trying to trick anybody. Just is what it is.
Yeah. Now, Steven, did you know Ryan before the movie?
No, actually, he had advertised when he was doing casting, and I met him at casting.
So what interested you in the movie besides the name Ninja Badass?
Well, at the time we were running with a slightly different title, and it attracted me to the part. It evolved into Ninja Badass. I showed up for my audition. I had my bib overalls and my Akira shirt on. I was just ready to go.
So you were trying out for Haskell right away?
Actually, no. I originally went in reading for Big Twitty, but after I'd done the audition and such for Twitty, then Ryan had me read for Haskell, and he liked me much better as that. And to be honest, I think he nailed it.
Yeah. What made Stephen write for Haskell?
Well, first he came with an Akira shirt on and bib overalls. So that's just like it was just totally perfect.
It just sold right there.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think Steve's just so great in the role. Like, it doesn't even feel like Steve's definitely different than Haskell, as a person.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like Steve's just so great that it's like Haskell's like an alter ego that just like appears on camera. And I don't know, it's just like it just seemed like a perfect match. I mean, I'm just thankful that it happened. It seemed like a miracle kind of that it worked out so well, because I'm not great at like casting stuff. Maybe I don't know if that's like
I would assume like you'd have to have a certain type of sense of humor to get the movie and want to be in it.
Yeah. And it was tough describing it to people too. Like, Steve, I don't know how I like described it to you, but I was just like, it's like Tim and Eric, or I don't know, because like if I were to tell people it's like, oh, it's like Ninja Terminator or Ninja Thunderbolt, no one knows what those movies are.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think you did mention Tim and Eric, and I was like, oh my God, no, because I absolutely hated that show. And I'm so glad that our movie was nothing like that show. Oh my God. Sorry if you like that.
I'm a fan of Tim and Eric, so but.
Okay.
In case they're watching.
Yeah, in case you guys are watching and you ever want me on your show, I love your show. But God, I hate that stuff. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different vibe. It ended up being different. But yeah, I mean, I thought it'd be it was supposed to be like a really dark movie to begin with, because it was called White Trash Ninja when I was first making it, for like the first 7 years of writing it or something. And it was supposed to be like a Harmony Korine, like darker movie. But then I don't know, at some point it switched to what it is, which is better.
Yeah.
Than what I was trying to make.
You say right over 7 years and it changes. What changes that? Like just you personally, like where you are in life, does it kind of change? Like, I don't want to make this real dark movie, maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I'm glad that it turned out to be the way it was, because I don't want to make a dark movie, because then you're just living with it. And I don't want to live with that kind of shit. I just want to put in fart jokes and like laugh and giggle and put in stupid music. Yeah, I mean, if I wrote it now, it'd be different. It'd be even stupider, probably, hopefully. But like, yeah, when I first wrote it, it was a totally different movie. The guy that plays Big Twitty, he was going to be the hero, because I knew him. Like, I worked on a movie with him like in 2003 or 4. I was an assistant editor on it. He was going to be the hero, and he was a school teacher. And like the first scene, there was a giant flying shark, and my sister had a flamethrower and she was fighting the shark. So it's like things kind of stayed the same, but they all rearranged themselves. And then at some point I was like, oh, I need a star in it. So put myself in it.
Yeah. What's that like, Steve, to be in a movie where the star is also the director?
Honestly, I've been in that situation quite often. This is the largest, production that I've been in. Most of my stuff's been local here in the Indianapolis area. So I'm kind of used to the whole, hey, the guy that wrote it is also the guy that's filming it, is also the guy that's that. So really for me, it was kind of, that's business as usual.
Yeah. And were you living in Indianapolis at the time, Ryan?
Well, I moved back for that. Oh, okay. So I moved to LA in like 2010 or 9. So I'm from Indiana. I moved to Vegas after I graduated college. I lived there for like a year or 2. Worked on The Revenant, the vampire movie.
Oh, nice.
There. And then, yeah, I came to LA, worked on random shit, got in the movie trailer business, saved up money. And then I went back to Indiana. So I was just there for like 2 or 3 months before we started casting. So we bought the Ninja van, painted that, found a house to live in and rent to use for almost all the locations. And I also rented an office in a skyscraper for like a month. And that's how I casted people, because I put up the listing and stuff. I'm like, yeah, we're at a skyscraper on the north side of Indianapolis. It's like the biggest skyscraper. Yeah. So yeah, people that would go there were probably like, oh, this is awesome. But then we were only there for like a month.
What did you think when you saw the skyscraper, Steven?
I think I'd been in the one. Was that in the pyramids, or was that in? I can't remember which one it is in. But honestly, I think I had filmed in there before. I had done like in the lower floors. I'd had a friend who worked in those buildings, so I'm pretty sure I had filmed in there before even. Well, so yeah, it was neat. It was, and like I said, it was very professional. I walked in, not like I said, all my experience up until then had been very local. So I knew these folks were kind of LA, and so yeah, I was a little nervous when I came in, but all in all, I thought it was good. It was cool.
Yeah. When you were filming it, like in the scenes, like in the parking lot, did any like people just around like wondering what the hell you guys are doing?
No one cares. I don't remember. Usually people don't care. I guess that's a good thing about Indiana too, because like here, I think I'm in LA right now, but here like people will give you shit or like trying to get paid off, so like keep the noise down, and I don't know.
My image is in your film. I want my money.
Yeah, that kind of weird shit. But Indiana, like everyone's, I don't know. Like I really like how in some of the scenes, like the strip mall or the last fight scene with me and Big Twitty, how there's just cars driving by in the background. Yeah. Because like people don't care. And I feel like that's how it'd be in real life. Like if people are really fighting, there'd just be like people driving around in the background. Like no one gives a shit.
That's probably very true. Yeah. Either of you have any martial arts training?
I went to school with a black belt.
Well, there you go. I think that qualifies. Yeah. Yeah. Did you call him up for some advice? Yeah.
Like wearing a black belt is what you had?
No. He was a classmate of mine. He was actually my brother took karate lessons from him, but I only went to school with him. I don't believe anything rubbed off.
Oh.
Ryan mentioned Big Twitty, Daryl Francis. Did you know him at all, Steven, before?
Nope. There again, that was somebody I met a good amount of the people in the movie through the movie. There's several of the smaller parts, several of the character actors that are in the film that I knew from working locally. But as far as all the main cast, I got to know them from this film.
Yeah. What did you think of Daryl?
He was a good guy.
He rips your arms off. So
yeah. I mean, honestly, we only had a limited number of scenes together. So pretty much the only time that we got to work together was me screaming in agony as I had my arms ripped off. So now, as an arm ripper, he's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm sorry for the spoiler alert, but I think you see some pictures out there.
It's in the trailer. My bloody arm gets ripped off.
Yeah, but it grows back. That's all good, and you clearly can see you're doing well now.
They're back.
Yeah. How about I don't know what to call it, your tentacle arm? Acting with your tentacle arm. What's that experience like?
Well, it had a bigger trailer than I did, so I can't. At first I was a little concerned with that, but once we had worked together and done some scenes, I realized that truly the arm, it needed its space. It's an artist,
right? So Ryan, you're writing this movie. You said last like 7 years before you actually have it finished. Before you really, I guess, get the script started.
Before I shot, so I started writing it like in 2006. And then we shot in 2015. So it changed a lot. Like I wrote it and then I rewrote it and then I kept like changing shit.
Yeah.
But then we shot.
And how long does it take, once you get everything shot to when it's actually, how long does the editing take? I assume, that's going to take a long time.
Well, it took forever because I had a regular job. Well, I had like a nightmare job of being a creative director of a trailer house in LA. So that job is just like, it could be like 24/7 or something. You're just doing whatever the client wants around the clock. So then I would work on the movie at night and on the weekends. So, I didn't have a cut finished until like towards the end of 2019, I think. I had like a 2.5 hour long cut.
Was that the cut that just had the intertitle card, the no special effect cut?
No, that had special effects.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw the intertitle cut that you did with no special effects, and honestly, that was hilarious as well. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah,
maybe we'll re-release that in a few years or something.
Sure.
Shit will blow up here. You will love it.
Yeah. But then, then I spent some more time like making like more 3D graphics and stuff, like making the explosions fancier and everything. Which Neal, I think you saw the difference.
Yeah, I really loved it even the first time I saw it, but I do think the newer cut is much tighter.
Yeah. Like I changed the montage, like scenes kind of got folded into each other, like with some montages and. Yeah, I mean, it's just tough because like when you write it, you're trying to like figure out what the story is and shit. And then when you're shooting it, you're also trying to figure out how to make this make sense and how to make it good. And then when you're editing it, you're still doing the same thing like the whole time.
Yeah. Did you do your own editing for the movie?
Yeah.
That's you recommend? Do you recommend that in the future? Because that comes up a lot with a lot of people I talk to who edit by trade. They don't like to edit their own stuff usually.
I don't know. I mean, I guess in a perfect world, I wouldn't do anything, I guess. I would just like tell someone ideas. I would tell a really great scriptwriter ideas, and then they would write something amazing that I can't write. And then like everyone else would just do things that I can't do. And I would just like be like Luc Besson or something.
Nobody can do the things you do, Ryan.
It's very true.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, I like doing all of it. So, and editing is my trailer editing is my background, really. So I guess I just made this movie so I can make a trailer for it. Really.
Yeah. Did you do the trailer for Ninja Badass?
Yeah. Which then again, I probably shouldn't have because I know trailer editors that are better trailer editors than me. Because that was my job, like a creative director. Like you're just like guiding. You're guiding everything. You're not supposed to be doing it, even though I would do it because I like doing it.
So what was the process from trimming it down from a 2.5 hour cut to the runtime it is now?
It's horrible. It's a horrible process. It's very painful and it sucks. And everyone's like, it's too long. and you're like, fuck you guys and all your friends. So like, also like, it's just like every step of the way, like it feels like everyone hates the movie.
Right.
It's always nice to hear when someone likes a movie, because it seems like so many people hate it all the time. But like one of my best friends from college, he like came out to LA and he's like, yeah, show me the movie. And he's like watching with his girlfriend, and like 10 minutes in, they're like asleep on the couch. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So it's just like every step of the way, it's hard. But then, yeah, cutting it down sucks too. You know, I probably should have worked on the script more, really. And I think I just gave too many of the characters too much stuff to do that didn't matter to the main character. Like that's always a problem with movies. And you're supposed to stick with the main character. So a lot of it was just like, you know, I'd write down like, oh, I can take 20 frames out of this scene. You know, I started doing that too, where I take like 3 frames off of like every scene, and that gets you, you know, a minute shorter of a movie. I also read a book about Hong Kong movies, and they would just crank their movies faster to like they would project them faster or something. So then it would save like 5 minutes so they could show more movies a day in the theater.
Oh, interesting. So it's like sped up a little bit.
Yeah. So everything's sped up a little bit. And it's like no one would notice because you're just speeding up like by 5% over the course of an hour and a half. You know?
Interesting. Yeah.
I thought about that. I didn't do it, but I thought about it.
That's why I thought about when I asked about doing your own editing, because I would assume if you're editing stuff that you wrote, you know, and you directed and you were there for, like, it's more personal to you. So it's like harder to cut something out.
It is. Yeah. And no, I probably just screwed it all up. I'm sure I screwed it all up. So next time I would prefer having someone else edit it. But, you know, it's like you can pay someone like a really low rate and they're not going to know what they're doing. And it's just all a trade-off and stuff. So I don't know what's better, like paying someone a horrible rate and they don't know what they're doing and they do probably not great job, or the director like making it too long. You know, I don't know.
Well, so I'll get back to that in a minute because I wanted to ask about festivals. But Steven, so when you saw the one cut you said that had no special effects, did you see like several cuts of the movie before you saw the finished one, or did you see that one and then the finished cut?
Yep, I saw that one, and then whichever, it was like one of the first festivals that we were doing, the streaming festival. I saw it then, you know, with special effects. I don't believe that was the final one because it was one of the early festivals. So I'm not sure if I've seen the actual final cut or not. But yeah, the original one I saw, it would just be, you know, handwritten cardboard signs. Shit will blow up here. You will love it. People will fly through the air. Heads will roll.
You're kind of selling me on this cut. I do kind of want to see it now. When like the master edition comes out 50 years from now, you know, when we're being honored at Cannes with a special palm or whatever, you know, we'll put that edition out. Yeah, that'll be, you know, now the idea is like, you know, like they put all this added stuff into Star Wars. The future trend is let's just take all the special effects out and we'll put out these movies that just have cardboard and
but a bunch of guys walking around in those green suits with the ping pongs.
right. That would be awesome. Funny if that's an eventual thing. So did you ever get to see it with an audience, Steven?
I have not.
Really?
An audience of, I think it was me and my buddy, his dog, and his mom. That was the biggest audience I've seen it with thus far.
Oh, well, I hope you get to see it sometime with an audience. It's a very fun experience.
We've been discussing, hopefully there'll be an Indianapolis premiere. We're trying to put something together. So hopefully in a few months, you'll see an Indianapolis premiere go down. Yeah.
How about for you, Ryan? What's the experience like watching it? I assume it's a mixed bag. Like it's exciting, but it's also nerve-wracking to watch with an audience.
Yeah. I just want to pass out and die usually the whole time, especially up until Steve comes in. Like I'm just I'm just ready to pass out. Like it's just like sweat and I'm pale and like I can't breathe. But I feel like as soon as Steve comes in, then the movie it's all smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, because I part of it's just like there's only like me, and I'm like really self-conscious about me, kind of. You know, it's tough.
Yeah, is that hard? And you see a lot of you in the beginning, you know, and I mean a lot of skin and stuff. So
Yeah, all the skin makes me uncomfortable. Seeing all the skin on me. But no, it's
you wouldn't know it to watch it though, would you?
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. You know, when there are a lot of people in the audience, it's great. Like it's pretty amazing. Like it was in Italy, like subtitled in Italian. I went to a screening there, and that was fucking awesome. But like some of the festivals, because of pandemic, like there was no one there. Like it was like nobody. It was like me and like a couple programmers, and it's just like, oh my god. So it was fine because I wasn't nervous because no one was there.
Right, but it's a weird. I assume it's. It's only 4 minutes, but I can assume watching a full length movie just based off watching my short with people, what kind of experience it is.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, but like when people laugh or when people like start saying the lines, then it's really great. Like when people start repeating lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Then it's like, fuck yeah. It's amazing. Like it's a great feeling.
Because it is a movie that I think is fun to watch with people because you get all the reactions from everybody.
Yeah. And you need people like laughing around you to signal that something's funny.
Right.
Like, it's just, that's why there's laugh tracks on sitcoms. You know, you hear people laughing. Oh, there's something funny happening. But that's why people laugh in movies or they cry, because it gets you to laugh or cry or whatever. Mm-hmm. So hopefully at the Lemley, when the movie opens in 2 weeks, the theater will be packed, hopefully.
Yeah. Be very sweet. How many egg rolls did you eat in the movie?
I probably only like actually ingested a couple. But because you're supposed to spit out the food when you eat it. So I don't know if I really like ate that many. Mm-hmm. Probably in my free time, I ate more than I did on camera.
All right. We got to get into the role.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where were the egg rolls purchased? Is it a local place?
Yeah. It's a local dealer, local egg roll dealer.
We got them in a back alley. They were extra spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the cheapest. They're the cheapest egg rolls you can get from like Walmart or something. Yeah, I'm not fancy or precious about anything.
I will say every time I see egg rolls now, I do think of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And every time I see an egg roll, I shit myself. So who knows what's going on?
Now I'll think of that.
Yeah. Think of Haskell shitting himself in the woods.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be eating any more egg rolls. No offense to Steven, but yeah.
I can take it.
Yeah, I love the hat, by the way, Steven, and the shirt. Where can you get the sweet merchandise?
You'd have to ask Ryan. I was told that the shirt was kind of a limited edition.
I've not seen that one.
So
yeah, that's the only one in existence, that shirt.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, there you go.
You pay Steven like a couple grand or
hunt him down. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I was gonna say you'd be easy to find. I'd have to run. I got the camo hat, but boy, this is no camo at all.
Well, I guess it depends where you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that does.
Really. If you're in front of the poster,
stand right here.
By the way, who designed the poster? The poster is sweet. Well, all of them, but yeah.
I designed everything. I did everything.
Yeah.
Yep. We got best poster at one of the festivals too.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
I love the movie, not just because you guys are here. Ever since I saw it, and I tell everyone that they should see it, and I'm really happy that it's actually coming out, because sometimes I see really cool stuff at festivals, and it just kind of disappears, and it's always sad that I'll see stuff that when they names it, I'm like, oh, that was just kind of a nothing movie, and it's get released. But why aren't some of these like wild movies come out? Is it a hard movie to sell to the festivals? Because it doesn't necessarily fit into a horror festival. Like, was that hard? Just a genre? Never mind. I know the runtime gave you some issues.
Yeah, the runtime did. It got rejected by like all the major ones a few times. So that's also why it took so long, because like I edited the movie and I was like, I want to get into Sundance, South by Southwest, all of it. So then I just like tried that for like a year or two, and then it's like that didn't work out. So the content is definitely a hang up for probably festivals to program it. If it's South by Southwest, they want something more, I don't know, socially conscious or something, even in their midnight movies. Mm-hmm. So, I always wanted it to be like a midnight movie, like cult kind of movie thing. So I guess it's good that it has that, because it was kind of, at least it could get into like underground film festivals. Because if it were just a martial arts movie, then I don't know what it would get into, like the 3 martial arts film festivals, which I also applied to and did get into. It would get into there's also a puppy film festival that I meant to apply to and I never did, but I should have.
Yeah.
It's too bad we couldn't have gone to Cannes this year, because we could have, with all the arm ripping off and the regrowing, we could have piggybacked off of Crimes of the Future for body horror.
Yeah. And Titan, the car fucking. I'm not gonna get into spoilers for our movie.
I watched that the other day, and if my mom's watching this podcast, she's going, "I can't believe they're talking about this movie. Oh my God!" I tried to describe it to her, and she just told me to hush. Titan was so good.
Oh, I love Titan.
Yeah,
I saw it too. It's definitely out there.
Yeah, but with festivals, it's all about getting into like at least a couple, and then it snowballs, and you start getting into more. Like with like towards the tail end, we got into Nightmares Film Festival in Ohio. It was an amazing film festival. Got the sweet trophy.
That is sweet.
Showing off the hardware.
Yeah, and then that's like how the Italy guy heard about the movie, and some others. So yeah,
are those genre blast trophies? The other ones?
Yeah, these are genre blast. You had the best director and then the audience choice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Overall, what are the positives and negatives of the festival experience?
The positives are when you go, if you can go. Streaming festivals kind of suck, except for yours, like, which is on YouTube and there's like a chat and stuff like that was awesome. But like streaming, it pretty much just blows, kind of. But in person, it's amazing, because you get to meet people and hopefully they like your movie. You're supposed to be able to network, at festivals, but I don't know, it's just tough. Especially with the pandemic, just like barely anybody there. So those are positives. The negatives are that you get reviews and they might not be good. So then it's almost like you're just paying to have your movie shown for free just to get some bad reviews on the internet that are going to be old. So that really sucks. But then you get good reviews too. And then you can use those to try and get a distributor and stuff, which is what I did. So yeah, I don't know.
Do bad reviews hurt?
What's that?
Do bad reviews hurt like an independent film?
Well, they hurt you personally.
Right.
They hurt me personally.
Yeah.
I was pretty hurt.
Like they walked up and slapped your baby.
Yeah. It was like the summer before Nightmares. And like I wasn't there. There were like no more festivals that we were getting into or anything. And I was just like, fuck. I just like, it's been a year and a half and all I have are these like old, bad dated reviews from users on Letterboxd or whatever. Like, this is what I paid for. But no, I mean, I think the exposure is great. I'm really just happy that anyone even watches the movie. Like, that's just a victory in itself. And the exposure is good, even if it's a bad review, because there's always like some kind of word I can pull out. Like even on the walking billboard thing, I have a quote that says "stupid" from a bad review, but I mean, it's good. It works for my movie.
Yeah. I like it.
I read one review. It was really interesting because I was just looking to see if anybody had either bad or good, said something about Haskell.
Sure.
Being the vain man I am.
Yeah.
And I found one review, and it was interesting because he was a Christian reviewer, and he was talking about how he liked that Haskell was able to find love in the end with mom, and that everybody should know that they too can find the love of Jesus in their hearts, if only. And I was like, this is a really cool review.
That is a nice review. I don't know about if the love for Jesus should be the same as your love for Ryan's mom in the movie, but
I mean,
what everyone's into, I guess. Yeah.
Love is
I'm glad
love,
they found
baby.
something nice. Yeah.
Love is love.
Was that awkward at all to say those lines to Ryan when his mom really does play his mom in the movie?
No, not really. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I was doing this because I mean, when you're talking to somebody who's mama, you get to get in there good, and I kind of thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan's mom, Tamara, is great in the movie. Very nice lady too.
Oh yeah. She was definitely great to work with. There's a lot of, and behind the scenes too, she's doing all kinds of stuff. The scene, there's a scene where I'm driving a car. I'm driving a nice Mustang, and you don't see her, but she's down beside, she's in the passenger seat, giving me directions from Ryan for that scene. So yeah, it's just everything she did. She was just awesome.
Yeah. You mentioned you were telling your mom about Titan. Did she see a Ninja Badass?
No, I don't know that she's going to be honest. I mean, it's weird. I love my mom to death, but she's just kind of strange on that stuff. I'm not entirely sure she will see it.
Right.
With any luck. I mean, I can't tie her down because, well, she'll call the police, but hopefully she'll see it.
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah. It's good too that you won't tie her down. I appreciate that.
Right.
Yeah. We don't want to put that out. Well, that's a good motto for the show, I think.
Yeah. We won't tie you down and make you watch. We swear.
Yeah. It's too late to add it to the billboard, but it would have been good to add to the billboard.
Yeah. Next billboard.
There you go.
Will we ever see a sequel to Ninja Badass?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I would like to make a TV series.
Oh, well, see, that I was actually thinking that when you're saying about there was so much to cut out, and the idea of the characters doing so much, because that's kind of reverse for, like, if I read a cool book like the Dexter books, the characters are actually, there's more to them in the show. So you could even, you could flesh out some of the smaller characters.
Yeah. In the show would mainly be about Haskell and his pig. Probably not this pig, but a different pig. And it's a talking pig, and they fight crime together in Indiana.
And the pig is the smart one. Yes, sir.
I'm into this. I'm all about it. And I don't know if you're serious or not, but people tell me that series is the way to go because there's so many streaming sites and they need a lot of content, and a series offers more content than a feature.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, if it happens, then we'll know. We'll know if those people are lying or not. If the Ninja Badass series gets greenlit.
At any point I get the call and I am able to answer, I will be there ready, willing, and lumpy-headed able.
Very good. Well, I'm glad that you're proud of the movie, Stephen, because it is very fun.
Oh, well, like I said, it's the largest budget production that I've been in. So definitely the highest exposure project. So yeah, I'm very proud of it. I think I did good work on it, and I hope definitely in the future that I can take what I learned there and build that next. I have a couple other movies, waiting to come out soon. So hopefully I showed some advancement in those as well.
Yeah. Any injuries, Ryan, doing the movie? Like, I know it's silly and everything, but you're still doing some physical stuff. You're doing some amazing cartwheels in the movie. Yeah,
yeah, amazing. No, I don't think anyone got injured. I was really just fucking tweaking out about like safety, and I was nervous about the guns the whole time and everything. Hunting season did start, so there were like gunshots in the background of some shots, so that made me more nervous. But no, I mean, like, I felt like my neck, like, it's probably the biggest headache I've ever had is when Big Tweety, he's slamming my head into the Ninja van, and that's not even in the movie anymore. It's in the deleted scenes on the Blu-ray, but he's slamming my head into the Ninja van 23 times for each location of the Ninja VIP Super Club. And like, after we did that, like, it was like the biggest headache I've ever had. My neck felt like it was going to break in half. So it was just like general, I don't know, running around on gravel barefoot, whining.
Yeah.
I spent many an hour with my arm strapped behind my back when the little arm was in place. And yeah, every once in a while I'd be like, hey, you guys got to give me a minute. I got to get this thing out and get some feeling back in it. So, but nothing really injury wise. I know there was a couple times flipping around. I misjudged where the stump was behind me, and I managed to whack my back really good into that stump. But beyond that, that's about the worst I did to myself.
Yeah, I think that shot's kind of in the movie. Is like when he's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, that was me.
Like, cut it right when he like hit his like face on the log or something.
Yeah, because I whacked that log good, buddy.
It was a good take.
Yeah. I used my pain. I channeled my pain into my craft. True thespian that I am.
You succeeded. What are some of the other specials that will be on the Blu-ray?
A lot of deleted scenes. There's like 20 or 30 minutes of deleted scenes. You find out what happens to Marmee, or maybe you don't because the scene was deleted. So did it really happen or not? Who knows? It's a deleted scene.
Multiverse. That's all the rage.
Yeah, he's gonna split into the multiverse.
Right.
And then got some bloopers, got some behind the scenes, not a whole lot. And then there's the Ninja VIP Super Club bonus zone filled with VIP extras. And it's like a little menu that I'm really proud of. Has all the bonus on it. And there's a feature commentary with me, the DP Daryl Delaney, the guy who plays Kano, Mitch Schlegel, Lisa, the girl who played the pet store girl, and my mom, who played my mom.
Very cool. I'm a big fan of commentary tracks, and it's almost a thing of the past. You don't see them too often, so I'm glad that there's a commentary track.
Yeah, it was fun to do. I mean, it was kind of like everyone kept making noise and like knocking stuff over and getting ice and stuff.
Well, I hope that's all included. You're selling it. You're selling it very well. That's what.
Yeah, well, I took it out. Well, see, so the good thing about doing everything yourself is that I also designed the Blu-ray cover in the back and like the menus and stuff. But then the commentary, I listened to it and I just took out stuff I didn't want in there. And I just recorded more of me saying stuff.
You just edit everyone else out, and it's just like this needs more me. I think
they're not saying what I want. I'm gonna be like, oh, then Daryl Delaney pooped his pants while he was filming this shot. I didn't do that. I should have.
Right. Yeah. So, Steven,
I was gonna say all we need now is a couple of robots and a space station engineer sitting in front of it, and we're set with this one. I'm waiting for that edition.
Exactly. That'll be the one after, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So you said you got a couple other movies in the works, Steven, or they're about ready to come out. Can you say anything about those?
I've got one that's called Ufo Land. It's in post-production. That's about all I can say about it because I don't know too much where they're at. I know I shot it like the week before everything shut down for the pandemic. So it's been done for a while, and I know they're working on it. So. And then hopefully I'll be working with a 48-hour film project group here coming up in July. So we'll see on that. So yeah, a couple things, but honestly, I've been kind of slow, especially here this past month. I just had to have my gallbladder yanked out. So, and I'm hoping it doesn't regenerate because really it was giving me a whole lot of trouble. It needs to stay gone. Yes. So, but otherwise, yep, that's about what I've been doing.
Well, good luck with that. My mom had hers removed years ago, and then my co-host on my wrestling show had his removed just a couple years ago, and the procedures advanced a lot. So he has had no problems since. So I think you'll be good.
Yeah, I'll make it through. I didn't die on the table, so here I am.
That's always positive.
Yeah,
always good. Yeah. How about yourself, Ryan? What do you have in the works? Besides Ninja Badass, obviously, is coming out on Blu-ray, and it's going to be playing in the theaters June 10th.
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to be walking around Hollywood a lot over the next couple of weeks with my sandwich board sign. So I've also I put these at all like the Laemmle theaters. Laemmle's like a chain. Are you familiar with it, Neal?
No.
The Laemmle chain.
No.
So it's crazy because it's like a theater chain here. And it's like they're related to the dude that started Universal Studios or some shit. Like some dude named Laemmle. And then it's like they open movie theaters and it's just like a weird Hollywood kind of history thing. But then I was trying to hand out these flyers to people on the street and no one would take any.
Really? I think it's a sweet flyer. I would proudly have that all over my wall.
Okay, well, I just need more people like you because I have like 5,000 of these left. So I don't know. I'm going to be promoting the movie. Hopefully people will buy it or watch it or something. And then hopefully get some big good reviews or big bad reviews. Who cares? And then probably get a manager or something. I've just been writing a lot. So I have some pilots. I have another movie. So I've been writing a bodybuilding movie for like 4 or 5 years. So it seems like with the timeline should be like in a year or two, I'll film the bodybuilding movie, and then the bodybuilding movie will come out in about 10 years.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
If I follow the same timeline. If I'm really into the bodybuilding movie, it's really important to me. So I'd like to do that first before, like I'd like to do Ninja Badass 2. So the Ninja Badass series is different than Ninja Badass 2. Ninja Badass 2 would follow Rex. In the series, Rex is just gone. It's just about Haskell. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I hope to do.
Are you going to be in the bodybuilding movie? Is that the plan?
Originally, yeah, I wanted to star in it, but I don't think so now.
Steven's getting pumped there. He's showing you the guns.
Oh yeah, Haskell. I don't know. I feel like the bodybuilding movie, like it's just it's like a mutating bodybuilding movie. So like a body horror kind of.
Oh, I see.
I could play the steroid dealer. That'd be a good part right there. Yeah,
you could definitely.
I would definitely buy steroids from this man.
Yeah, no. If I made any movie, I'd have to put Steven in it, like definitely. But yeah. I mean, so there'll probably be a lot of muscle suits and like CG and stuff. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But the main reason that I kind of wrote it the way I did was because I want to challenge myself, you know, like I don't want to just do the same stuff, even though I do. I want to do the same stuff and I want to do different stuff.
Right.
That was one of the reviews. One of the reviews of the movie I read did mention that they would like to see Ryan work on something, you know, more of a more serious nature, and I think that would be cool too. So yeah, definitely this bodybuilding thing sounds like it could be that film, you know, so showing kind of the other side. You get the wacky comedy body horror with us, but then you get more maybe the deeper, intense body horror of bodybuilding when you get over there.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'll watch it at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch anything Ryan or yourself are involved in. I like you both, and I'm a big fan of Ninja Badass. And again, not just because you guys are here. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I believe on your website there are links to get. I know these aren't as cool as Steven's shirts, but they're still pretty badass. So you can get the Ninja Badass shirts and posters on your website.
Yep, and stickers and posters and coffee cup, maybe Blu-ray. You can buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah, pre-order the Blu-ray. I'm looking forward to listening to the commentary track. And is this version actually the newest version? It seemed even a little different than the one I did play at the festival, or that might have been my imagination.
And so, you saw a screener, right? Or I sent you a screener. And that screener's old too. So I think it's even changed since then. I know the very beginning's different, where I have like the festival stuff, like that's different. Because that's just weird to put that on a movie that's coming out.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, who knows what's different? Hopefully it's different in a good way, not just like me fucking something up.
No. No, you're negative here, but I think the movie is great. It's very fun, the whole movie. Everyone's perfect. I really can't imagine different people in the roles. I couldn't watch with someone else's Haskell. It wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so crazy about it is because, and when I was first making it, or I was talking to people about it, they'd be like, "Oh, you got to cast, you got to put name actors in it, like Danny Trejo and Michael Madsen and all that shit." And I was like, well, then it just makes it like all the other movies with Michael Madsen and Danny Trejo, which isn't a bad thing.
Right.
But it's like, they aren't characters. It's Danny Trejo. Like, it's always Danny Trejo. So at one point I did want Marmee to be Danny Trejo, and that would have been Danny Trejo in there jumping out. Yeah, it would have been great, but.
Especially if we'd have still filmed it in my basement. I'd just been like, this is great. I got Danny Trejo in my basement.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, it is a movie. Like, these couldn't be like real people. Maybe it just takes like something out of it. I just feel like, when I was like really into film in college, and I would just watch like all kinds of shit, and I was really inspired and everything. Like, I didn't know any of these people. Like, I would watch an indie movie from like Jim Jarmusch or something. I didn't know who these people are. And so it just makes it feel, I don't know, realer or something.
No, I agree. Even like the new Elvis movie that's coming out, and it's like I can't see I just see Tom Hanks as like, I know he's a great actor and everything, but it's like, yeah, it's Tom Hanks in the movie,
The neck, he has that neck. It's just like, I'm really pumped for the movie, but it's just, it's weird. Like Tom Hanks with the neck. I just stare at his neck every time.
Yeah. But no, I think even I talk about this sometimes. I think like older slasher movies where everyone was still attractive, but they looked realistically attractive as opposed to like, oh, this is all supermodels in this movie.
Right. Yeah, I hate the really fake. I hate it. I mean, that's why the movie is what it is. Like, we didn't have a makeup. Like, that's why when I was talking to Steve, like, they did his own makeup. Like, I didn't know anybody did any makeup on the movie because I didn't hire a makeup person. Like, it was just us in the woods. Like, good luck. Take a shit behind a tree. No makeup for you. Here's a bottle of water. That's all you get. Like, that was our movie.
Yeah. Well, what were the movies that like made you, want to pursue filmmaking?
I was always really into Luc Besson. So like The Big Blue. I like Quentin. I love Jackie Brown. Like, that's my favorite Quentin movie. Or David Lynch. But Wild at Heart's my favorite David Lynch movie. Usually it's like, if it's like a gimmicky, well, not gimmicky, but like a director like that, I usually like it when they're something based on a book, probably, because then they get less at their own like devices and whatever. But yeah, the ninja movies, like the Godfrey Ho ninja movies, Ninja Terminator, Ninja Thunderbolt, John Waters. Like, this movie has a lot of I feel like John Waters is the biggest influence besides the ninja movies for this movie. Like, I love Female Trouble and Pink Flamingos. And Steve, you like a lot of the same stuff that I do, right? Also. So probably that's why it works so well too. Greg Araki, I'm a huge fan of Greg Araki. Huge fan. Neal, have you seen any Greg Araki movies? Like, he did
the Doom Generation. What's his movies called?
The Doom Generation. You guys have probably seen that.
Oh, I've not seen that, but I know the movie. Yeah.
It's Rose McGowan. I like that one, but then there's also one called Nowhere. And it's a lot of like like indie music and just like kind of spacey, spaced out, like it's just like it's really independent. Like, you feel independent. Independent. So I like that independent vibe.
Yeah. When you mentioned John Waters, my friend Annabelle, when I was heavy, always wanted me to dress up as Divine. That never happened. But I said I would do it if she got the pencil thin mustache and was John Waters.
You've got the hair for Divine. You really do.
Yeah, at the time, I actually had long, not quite as thick as and luxurious as Ryan's, but it was very long. But
well, she wore a wig and she was as bald as you. So there you go. You got the perfect hair for Divine.
Yeah. How about yourself, Steven? What movies or actors made you want to become an actor?
I don't know. Like, some of my favorite movies are Natural Born Killers is my absolute favorite movie of all time. Seen it like 175 times, something like that. Wizard of Oz follows up that. I like road movies. Just I don't know, just smaller stuff. Like I don't know if you were familiar with Todd Solondz, Welcome to the Dollhouse, Happiness. Very underground kind of drama director, but he does just beautiful stuff. He works with a lot of the big names, like Philip Seymour Hoffman was in one of his movies, and he works with some big names. But then just all those kind of things led me to back in 2007. There was actually an ad in the classified in the Indianapolis newspaper, and a guy was doing a casting call, and I answered that and made some very, very, absolutely no budget movies with them. And I still work with him now and then, but I've just been doing this since about 2007. And, when I can, hit it when I can. And when I'm not, well, I go clean toilets.
Well, there you go. That works out. Yeah. But I'm friends with Etan Mersk, who actually wrote the Happiness song that's in the movie Happiness.
Oh, cool. That is my favorite Solondz movie is Happiness. I just love that film.
Pretty cool. All right, where can people follow Ninja Badass to see where they can pre-order this DVD and see you walk around with billboards and see what's going on?
I'm probably going to be crossing the street at Hollywood and Highland.
Let me write this down
1,000 million times. I'm also going to be walking around the Santa Monica Promenade a lot. You can go to ninjabadassmovie.com to find out more. The Ninja Badass Facebook page, the Ninja Badass Instagram, Twitter, Ninja Badass. I'm gonna start tweeting at people too, tweeting at celebrities and shit. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try all kinds of stupid shit. We'll see. We'll see what works.
It's like a virtual billboard.
Yeah, tweeting.
Right.
All we need to do is get you a little transponder, and then when they go on the website, it's "Where's Ryan now?" and we could like follow you all around LA.
I like
leaving like a family circus trail behind you. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, like a live feed.
Yeah. This is good. Yeah. How about yourself, Stephen? Where can people follow you?
You can check me out on Facebook at Captain Spackles LLC. Some of my stuff's up on there. Otherwise, look for me on Facebook. My name's Stephen C. Rose.
What's Captain Spackles? I have to know what this is.
Captain Spackles, it's my business. I incorporated in like 2016. Basically, at the time, I was just doing gig economy stuff. So I sort of started a company to where I could put all that in and for tax wise, just to keep it all together. And I don't do as much now, but I keep the name going. Whenever I do anything acting wise, I try to put it on there. And if I ever blow up further, I've got my own company.
Very cool. All right. Well, this has been very fun. I hope to do it again sometime. And I hope to meet you sometime, Stephen. I've met Ryan. And
cool,
I would hope to meet
awesome.
him again, too. I don't want to make it seem like I never want to see that guy again or something.
Hell yeah, we'll get together and party, man. It'll be a good time.
I'm very boring in real life, but
oh yeah, me. I'm like watching paint peel if you get together with me. So yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Well,
just sit around. All right.
Eat some paint, wash some paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Play
the lead's the best. It
good.
makes your lips tingle after a while.
Oh, you're really getting into this. All right. Well, thanks, guys. It's good to meet you guys again. And we'll do this again sometime. And thanks for watching. And get Ninja Badass. I recommend it. If Nasty Neal says it, I don't know. Probably doesn't mean anything. But do it anyway. It goes Ninja Badass. And go see it. Go see it the 10th, because it really is fun to watch with people. All right. Bye.